to Room 120 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this week. What a crazy week it was last week. I think that we all kind of anticipated some snow, but don't think what we did not anticipate was how long it would last. Like, I'm looking out into my yard and I'm seeing like there's still a lot of snow on the ground in some shady spots. So I hope that you had some time to have some fun in the snow with your family. It was so refreshing to me to see families out, like the adults out in the yard and the kids out in the yard playing. So I hope you had some time to do that, and that you just had some time to catch your breath. Wasn't it nice just to like almost kind of be stuck in the house and just be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to catch my breath for a minute coming out of the holiday season and just being super busy. So I hope that you had some time this week just to relax and rest and just catch your breath, because it really was nice. I definitely missed everyone, but it was just nice to be at home and get a lot of stuff done around my house and got stuff done for work, in addition to just catching my breath. So I hope that you had some fun, but also some relaxing times as well. Unfortunately, due to the nature of our field trip, it was a play, like a traveling play. Unfortunately, due to that nature, it's not going to be rescheduled. That's kind of the way that field trip always works. If something ever happens, which the similar situation has happened in the past where we had to be out of school for weather, and it's just not rescheduled. So that's unfortunate, but we do have a spring field trip coming up to Airlie Gardens very soon in the spring months ahead. Our community snack bin is running very low, and by very low, I mean I believe that it's out the last time that I left school. So if you're able and willing to donate, please just let me know, and we will gladly accept any snack donations that you would like to send in. We're excited to introduce a new project in our classroom called the Mystery Reader. And essentially what the Mystery Reader is we're going to invite one of you, the parents of 120, to come in and be the Mystery Reader on Friday. So the Mystery Reader times will be 12 o'clock, and you'll read before lunch, and then we would invite you to come to lunch with us with our class. There's going to be a Google form with all of the details linked in the message that this link is in. And so I would encourage you to click on that, pick a date that works for you, and sign up to be our mystery reader. And the number one rule, and it's in that Google form, but I'm going to tell you on here as well. The number one rule is you can't tell anyone. So you write down some clues, and I give the kids the clues throughout the day, and we take a guess of who we think it might be. But you can't tell your child that you're coming because it's a mystery. So please sign up and help us make our Fridays a little more fun by having a mystery reader come in, and we would love to have you in our classroom. Just a reminder, the remote learning packet will need to be turned in tomorrow in order for your child to be counted present for school on Wednesday. Students that do not turn in the packet will be counted absent. Thursday and Friday of this past week were considered snow days, and that means that there was no work expected from your child at school, and attendance will not be taken. So the only day that attendance is taken this past week will be Wednesday, and so no attendance will be taken on Thursday and Friday. We did have some extra time built into our calendar this school year, so they are not going to have us make this time up because we had those extra hours built in. The second 9 weeks report card is set to go home tomorrow. They might move that date due to the snow days, but according to our calendar, they're going home tomorrow. So just be on the lookout for that. If I hear anything different, I'll be glad to send you a message and let you know. And then finally, middle of the year math testing is going to take place this Tuesday in the afternoon. Please make all effort for your child to be at school and stay at school the entire day. The testing will not begin until around 1 o'clock. So if at all possible, please make sure that your child is at school on Tuesday and stays the entire day. Our superhero of the week is still going to be Orion, since we weren't in school all last week. So Orion just was caught spreading kindness to our new volunteer, and we're excited to continue, or actually celebrate him this week, since we didn't get to do that last week. Up next is Looking Ahead, where you will hear all the things that are happening in the future of our school and in our classroom. PTA is hosting a Valentine's Day dance on Friday, February the 14th. I would encourage you to make plans to attend with your child. It's from 5:30 till 7. It's going to be such a great time. I'm going to be there, and a lot of other teachers will be there dancing and having a great time. Information on that event will be coming home in your child's folder tomorrow. Our class is having a class Valentine's Day celebration on Friday, February the 14th. It is going to be an in-house party, so no parents will be invited. That's a school-wide rule, so don't worry if you have a child in another grade level. Parents are not invited to that celebration. We are going to be exchanging Valentines, so a list will be coming home in your child's folder this coming week, possibly tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely on Tuesday. So just please plan ahead and making sure that your child has some kind of Valentine to pass out to everyone. And then as a part of that celebration, we are having an ice cream sundae bar, and there is going to be a Sign Up Genius link in the message for you to click on and sign up to bring in toppings. I always provide the ice cream, and then I ask you guys to bring in the toppings. So if you'll just please check that sign up and sign up as soon as possible to bring in toppings for our ice cream sundae bar. Up next is Curriculum Corner, where you'll hear all the things that your child is going to learn in the classroom this week. Here's a fun attendance fact for you. Do you know that when we have remote days that attendance is taken? It's just like a regular day at school, except for we are working from home. The best way to ensure that your child is marked present for the day is by following the directions on any remote work packet that is sent home. It would be a really easy way for your child to be counted present for the day and with the minimal work that we actually do provide. And so just please make sure that you're getting it done so that your child is not counted absent. In Eureka Math, we're continuing with Unit 3. Due to the snow days, everything last week was kind of pushed forward to this week. And so we are continuing with Unit 3, which focuses on geometry, telling time, and fractions. We're continuing this week with geometry, and we'll be talking specifically about quadrilaterals, or shapes that have four sides. So my encouragement for you would be to see how many quadrilaterals you can find in your house this week. In Foundations, we're continuing with Unit 9, which focuses on R-controlled vowels, E-R, I-R, and U-R, all saying the sound. It's a very difficult spelling pattern since there are minimal rules on when to use each sound. The best way to practice is by completing the at-home support packets and pointing out words that have those R-controlled vowels in them as you are going around to different restaurants or the grocery store. The assessment for Unit 9 will be this Friday. In reading, we're continuing to read nonfiction books and focusing on comparing the stories. We're going to be using our social studies standards, how does various gender, ambiguous, religious, and racial leaders, how have they shaped America. This week, towards the beginning of the week, we're going to be reading about two famous women in America that impacted American history. And then towards the end of the week, we're actually shifting to a fictional standard, and we're going to be reading two versions of the famous book Stone Soup, and we'll be looking for similarities and differences between those books. I hope that you had a wonderful week this past week and are looking forward to being back in school this week. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 120 News.